What's up, everybody? I'm Tyler, and I'm back continuing our rewatch series of past Ohio State-Michigan games. This episode, I am rewatching the 2010 game, which is the final rivalry game for Jim Tressel. Kris just released the 2014 game. The 2006 game is coming. I did the 2006 game. That should be coming out before this one comes out. So if you like these as much as we enjoy making these, please let us know which games you'd like us to do. This week is all about the rivalry game, but we do plan on continuing this series moving forward with some other games against other teams. I'm thinking about doing something where the next opponent, I rewatch a game of that opponent when Ohio State played them. Maybe if they play Indiana, maybe I'll go back and watch last year's game or the Michael Penix game where it was a really close game, high-scoring shootout. But please like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it. I definitely want to go back in the 90s because there's a couple I got a take that Kris is definitely not going to like. But those 1995, 96 teams were crazy. I just don't know if I want to go back and watch a loss. So we'll see.
Sunny and chilly day, the 107th meeting between Michigan and Ohio State. Michigan leads the all-time series, but Ohio State has had the upper hand of late, winning the last 6 and 8 of the last 9. They've met in the regular season finale since 1935. 35 degrees at kickoff, but with the wind chill, it feels like it's in the mid-20s. Wind blowing out of the west-northwest at 10 to 12 miles per hour. Michigan won the toss and deferred. And that's interesting. They'll put their defense out on the field first against Ohio State. Seth Brookhuizen will kick off. Jamal Berry, the lone man, back at the goal line for Ohio State.
This team was a super underrated team, I think, in the ethos of Ohio State teams. A lot of really good players. Obviously, the feature player being Terrelle, TP.
And out to the 31-yard line. He needs 67 to become the all-time leading quarterback rusher at Ohio State.
I formation. Haven't seen that in a while.
He goes straight back to pass on first down. And his pass falls incomplete in the direction of...
Look at those uniforms, though. Those are cold.
39 points.
Those all reds.
6 points per game. That's 9th in the country. Dan Herron,
DeVere Posey, NFL wide receiver. Dan Boom Herron. Zach Bourne's playing fullback still.
The same 5 has started on the offensive line all season long, including Justin Bourne,
3 Ohio guys.
Transfer from the University of Michigan.
Brian Browning has had a really good NFL career.
For Michigan against Ohio State. And is now playing for the second time against his former school. Pryor keeps, and he's dropped for a loss. Loss of a couple back to the 29-yard line. Ryan Van Bergen made the tackle for the Michigan defense. He's a part of the front three with Mike Martin,
this might have been a bad Michigan. This was a bad Michigan team.
Bad ankle. The linebackers in the 3-3-5.
This was not a very good Michigan team whatsoever.
Their leading tackler. And the secondary is very young. 3 freshmen and a sophomore. The only senior, the cornerback, James Rogers. 3rd and 12 would be a great start for Michigan if they could force a 3-and-out with their defense on the field. Pryor has to take the check down.
Zach Bourne,
the fullback, and he stopped short of the first down at the 30.
A young Zach Bourne.
Excellent start for his defense. Ben Buchanan punts. Drew Dillio back for it. It's a short kick.
Those uniforms are awesome, though, man. The reds with the darker gray. Oh, geez.
The best companion for your fantasy team is Fantasy View. Track stats.
He handed it off on first down to Michael Shaw.
Here we go.
By committee this year for Michigan. Shaw got a
I think this
couple.
Denard.
Vincent Smith was slated to be
Yeah,
the
this was
starter.
just
Darryl
a
Stone
not a
playing
very
his
good
rankle.
Michigan team whatsoever.
One of the leaders
Oh, there's
of their
Terrelle
team.
Pryor though. He was not bad.
Offensive
Not a great
line
human being
with a
by any
two-year
stretch,
starter
but
at
you know,
center,
here's what it
Shield,
is.
a 4-year starter at left guard.
They did have Denard,
Career
and
start.
Denard was a problem.
Robinson carries.
Also remember Denard not tying his shoes. Kind of a wild thing, but
this is exactly what they need to do. Control the clock and keep their defense off the field.
Robinson got the first down, and they were honored before the game. There are 8 surviving members of that team who are here today. Vincent Smith.
ooh, good play.
Stopped near the line of scrimmage by Brian Roll, the outstanding.
Cam Hayward should have been on this team.
Ohio State 3rd in the nation in total defense, giving up only 200.
All right, so John Simon obviously was a huge part of that 2012 team, captain of that team, but Cam Hayward was the feature player. He had still in the NFL. Holy shit! I mean, he was a really good player.
Larimore, Simon, and Hayward up front.
Brian Roll had an NFL career.
2 leading tacklers are Roland Home and Andrew.
Definitely,
the other linebacker.
Chimney Chekwa was a good player. This was probably one of the lesser talented Ohio State teams, but still underrated in the sense that they got the job done. Oh, damn. Whoa.
And has a first down at the 50-yard line.
Whoa.
And gets the other linebacker. Chimney Chekwa, one of the best corners in the country with Gant, Johnson, and Torrance.
Denard did him super dirty in that hole.
2nd and 10.
Oh, damn.
Robinson into the secondary and has a first down at the 50-yard line.
And get you in a one-on-one situation, he generally wins.
I don't think Michigan tried to throw the ball at all in this game.
Against the run and best in the Big Ten. Denard got belted.
Well, they had to throw the ball, remembering how the game flow went.
And it's going to be against Michigan if the initial indications are correct. Dennis Lipsky, the referee.
Encroachment, number 6, offense, lined up in the neutral zone.
How do you line up in the neutral zone? Oh, Rich Rod. Oh, I remember Rich Rod getting super pissed.
3rd down and 9.
These were dark times, I think, for Michigan.
Has a man wide open and a first down.
But the O-line's giving him
The Rich
time.
Rod years were super disappointing.
Nice in the running game as well against an excellent.
There's Cam.
And they know what they're up against, trying to chase around the Michigan quarterback today.
They
chop him down after a
John
gain
Simon.
of 2. 11th play of the drive. Might be 4 down country. They're a horrible field goal kicking team, and the pass is incomplete. And this is a 4th and 8 from the Ohio State 28-yard line. Robinson faked the quarterback draw, throws in.
Nothing.
Who, after playing on the 1942 team,
Back to the I formation.
in World War II and won a Bronze Star in the Battle of the Bulge. He's also become known as the father of digital art and computer animation.
I think the problem with this game
Congratulations to those
and how
gentlemen.
people remember this team is they remember it for Tattoo Gate. And unfortunately, I think enough time has passed where Terrelle Pryor should be welcomed back. I think Boom Herron should be welcomed back. He was a pretty good player. Stoneburner got cracked there. If you think about the college football today, NIL, they wouldn't have had to do the Tattoo Gate. It actually would have been encouraged. And, it's one of those things where I think it's time to move on. I think Ohio State should be ready to move on and, bring TP back. Let him be a part of the program.
On the play. Personal foul, illegal crackback, number 6.
Spit it out, buddy. Spit it out.
The offense. That penalty being forced after distance. After the play, we have offsetting personal fouls on the offense, on the defense. Those will offset. However, it'll still be 2nd down.
Just shy of the red zone in their first possession.
Nothing like when Ohio State, Michigan start getting into fights.
Design quarterback draw. Great patience to wait for a hole to open. 3rd and 9, 5 receivers spread the field for Michigan, and it is a completion and a first down. They're going to mark forward progress out to the 30 for Grady. They are shorthanded at wide receiver with a lot of injuries. That's an incomplete. 58 catches for the year, second in the Big Ten in receiving yards per game at 76 yards per game, behind only Jeremy Ebert of Northwestern. Hangs on to that one.
He's making some good throws, actually. Surprisingly, Denard was not. Yeah, that's Denard Robinson right there.
But this is as exciting player there is in the country.
Huge hole for Michael Shaw, still on his feet. Inside the 30. Another
Ooh, bad tackling. Such bad tackling.
Second quality possession for Michigan. Turned it over on downs after a 12-play drive of their first series. Robinson takes off running. Flag thrown in the offensive line. It's a
holding. Number 52. Offense. Tenure. Repeat. First stop.
The Ohio State game in 2008 when he was injured. Running left at Shaw.
Yeah, more bad tackling.
It's another beating yourself. That's something you can't take.
Now they do go quickly, and the pass a little high from Robinson for violation of team rules. Robinson has a gap up the middle. Has to get to the 9 for a first down. The ball's out. He was down short of the first down and then fumbled. Travis Howard knocked it out. And Ohio State has it at the 9.
Yeah, and that
I mean, for the lack of names that this Ohio State team had, a lack of star power besides Terrelle, this team still.
Setting up a screen.
Oh, the old fullback screen. That would never, ever happen in today's football. This team still went 12-1. Didn't make the BCS championship.
Has a man wide open.
Dane Sanzenbacher.
Weaving through the defense to the Michigan 48.
I mean, they went 12-1. They beat Arkansas in the Sugar Bowl, and they were a Wisconsin loss away from probably going to the national championship.
Boom Heron, the defender who lowered the boom.
Your man, and he's more solid. They called the timeout at Michigan.
Can you imagine Ryan Day lining up with a quarterback in the backfield with 3 running backs?
Michigan State and Wisconsin lose today.
Couldn't imagine.
Very least in shape.
Play action out of a goal line set. Nice adjustment there. Jake Stoneburner was also underrated tight end. Good player. Whoa.
No flag
what?
down.
Did he not just get his head ripped off?
Final seconds of the first quarter. Ran insane with a flag down. Pulled out of
holding number 88 offense. 10-yard penalty will repeat. Second down.
0 yards rushing in the quarter for Ohio State. Pryor trying to
There's Terrelle.
Pryor inside the
effortless running. Just one of the most gifted athletes in the history of Ohio State. It's not even particularly that close. He's definitely a top 5 athlete in the history of Ohio State. Ooh, some rough commercials back in the day.
They've outscored their opponents 143-41.
This is my freshman year of college.
Terrelle Pryor and the Buckeyes.
2010, fall of 2010.
Michigan 17 and
yikes.
Communication. He threw the ball behind Devere Posey.
That's probably why. That's a prime example of why Terrelle ended up being a receiver in the NFL. But can you imagine though transitioning to receiver in the NFL and then going on and getting 1,000 yards? Crazy athlete, insane athlete.
But they moved the football, and they need to obviously continue that.
Rutilio brings back the kickoff from Drew Basil. Texas A&M still alive in the Big 12 South as well. Robinson, a nice fake.
Good ball.
Completion to Darryl Stoneham. Stayed on his feet.
Illegal motion.
Oof.
Number 17. Offense.
Yeah, this Michigan team was really bad. Poorly coached. Poorly, no discipline, a lot of penalties. And really is just because Denard and Denard not being able to throw effectively was tough.
Can't find any running room. Here's front. Movement along the defensive line, but no flags down. Robinson throws. The receiver wasn't looking for it. 5 wide receivers. 3-man rush for Ohio State. Down the middle and a diving effort by Stoneham, but he couldn't quite catch it. First 3 and out for Michigan today. Seth Brooks.
Jordan Hall back there. He was a really electric player, too. Yikes.
Hunter did not make the trip.
Shank.
Suspended for a violation of team rules, so Brookhuizen his first punt of the year, and it's a bad one. They're going to mark it at the 35. He's had a rough year as the field goal kicker. Now forced to punt.
Ooh.
Pryor spun away from the first.
Look how
hit.
big TP was too. He looked like a defensive lineman.
Yeah, that figured to be a tough test for them today. Pryor's throw is low and incomplete.
Damn, man.
By virtue of the fact that they're the highest team in the BCS standings now. Pryor blitzed off the corner, gets away from it for a moment, and now throws on the run, and it is caught.
Oh, what a play.
For a first down.
What a play.
Washington does a great job of coming back to the football.
Pryor.
And that was Philly Brown.
Pull it down again, has running room. Inside the 10 and out of bounds near.
Look how casual he was, man.
Looks like he's going fast, yet he runs away from everyone because of that long stride he has.
He's 6'6". First and goal after the 11-yard gain in the end zone. Touchdown, Dane Sonsenbacher.
Dane Sonsenbacher. Man, what a time. What a time. Dane Sonsenbacher followed Anthony Gonzalez and Brian Hartline. He was that next little white slot receiver, which we haven't seen in a while in Ohio State.
10th touchdown reception of the year for the senior from Toledo, Ohio, Sonsenbacher. Devin Barclay, the extra point. That's pretty straight when you hit the pole right between the uprights. 35-yard drive after the 18-yard punt. Pryor did it with his legs and his arm. 10-0 Buckeye.
Still waiting for a DeVere Posey sighting in this game.
Drew Basil kicks off a good one into the end zone, and Drew Dillio will take a knee. And then wound up completing a pass for a 13-yard gain. Denard Robinson took a pretty good pop at the 26-yard.
He's a really good tackler.
He's a senior. Robinson, quick throw to the far side to get the first down with a Big Ten title. Denard Robinson.
I mean, this Michigan team was moving the ball. They just penalties and turnovers.
Another first down.
Tough.
Robinson keeps it, has room outside.
Sometimes I wonder if Rich Rod should have just stayed at West Virginia. Where would West Virginia be right now? What would they be if Rich Rod had never left?
Gave it off to Vincent Smith, who got a yard to the 41. Darrell Stoneham, another receiver, playing on a very sore ankle. Short pass to the tight end. Devin Koger, a hard down and 6. Probably in 4-down territory. Plenty of running room for Shaw as he took the handoff, and then the hole closed quickly. He made the 34. Still reason to have confidence in it.
4th down.
With time, throws first down and more.
What the hell happened there?
After the catch by Roy Roundtree. But check that, it's Darrell Stoneham. Now they come up quickly. Robinson running left. Inside the 10. He is down to the goal line.
Man, he was explosive.
And he's going to be marked inside the 1. He lunged for the line, but didn't quite get in.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. He is short of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal, Michigan, at the 1-yard line.
Michael Shaw, the running back. Shaw straight ahead. Touchdown, Michigan.
Close. Close.
Crowd doesn't think so, but the official from the far sideline did not hesitate, giving a quick touchdown signal. Yep, there it is. Good call. Touchdown.
Look at Taylor Lewan in there. Look at him. Look at Taylor Lewan. trying to break Cam Hayward's ankle. What a dirty ass player. The worst, bro. He's the one of the worst.
Touchdown. And it's adventure time, the kicking game. It's Brendan Gibbons who's going to try the extra point. And it is good. Seth Brookhuizen kicks off. Short. Down to Jordan Hall at the 15-yard line.
Go.
The numbers.
See ya.
And he is into the clear. One man to get him.
To the crib. To the
Jordan
crib.
Hall.
To the crib.
85 yards.
Man. When special teams was great at Ohio State. Although Lorenzo Styles did just take one back to the house. Hope he's all right. He got banged up in the Rutgers game. Big collision there. But that was sick. There are some sneaky, explosive players on this 2010 team. You know, one of my, and Kris agrees with me, one of my takes is that Jim Tressel would have thrived in the NIL era, in the modern era of college football, because he was able to adjust. He adjusted to the athletes. He would have figured it out. You know, he adapted to Terrelle Pryor's abilities. They did some I formation, but they also did a lot of shotgun and read option. And, like, he was able to pivot. And I think that ability would have allowed him to adapt to modern college football. It would have allowed him, and then, you know, what nobody really talks about or knows is, like, we would have had plenty of money. Plenty. Money would have never been an issue with Jim Tressel as the head coach for NIL purposes. No shot.
Personal foul, face mask, number 11 of the kicking team. That's a 15-yard penalty from the air of the run. First down.
7:46 to go in the first half.
Are you okay?
Sorry about that.
Low snap. And the handoff to Michael Shaw got nothing. University
There were some big dudes on that defensive line for Ohio State. Maybe not the pass rushers, the elite pass rushers that we've come to get used to now, but, you know, there are some big, strong guys that were hard to move. Look, I mean, there's always somebody pushing in the backfield.
With a 4-yard gain, and Ohio State prevailed in a thriller, 42-39. Will says that's when he knew he wanted to be a Buckeye.
Nothing.
Smith dropped for a loss.
Knows how to play the position, runs really well.
Robinson throws off the hands
What a
of his
play.
receiver, Roundtree, going for it again on 4th down out of field
Man,
goal
did they
range.
ever kick, field goal, punt, anything?
3-man rush. Look out.
Boom.
Robinson as he throws, and it is broken up. Making contact before the ball got there. So here's Pryor out and throwing with a lot of time, but no receivers. And now on the mad scramble again.
TP just played football in, like, 3rd gear. That was what was crazy, is that he just didn't look like he was moving that fast ever.
Inside the 10. 3rd and 11. Pryor, deep ball down the middle.
Oh, what a snag by Sanzenbacher.
With the catch.
You get in between the two and make the play.
Brandon Sane pulled down after the 25.
Brandon Sane was fast.
Surrounded by plenty of people on each side of the rivalry. Just about 50-50 in his part of the world. Buckeyes 4 out of 7 on 3rd down. A blitz. Pryor
Whoop.
steps up. Now has a man
Flicked it to him.
DeVere Posey inside the 10.
Look at DeVere Posey. The thing about, listen, I love Brian Hartline. I think he's done a fantastic job. I think he's growing as a play caller. But the thought that we are going to take a step back in our wide receiver play is just, we've had NFL receivers. This was one of the lesser talented Ohio State teams, and there's still an Ohio State receiver on it, or Ohio State NFL receiver on this roster. This team is always going to have elite wide receiver play forever. And it's just the way that it's going to be. And it's been that way for 40 years.
Terrelle Pryor made the
People
play.
people want to forget.
Pure instinct
But
and
like
letting his feet
Michael
get him out of
Jenkins in
trouble.
2002,
Touchdown.
Santonio Holmes,
Number 8
Devere Posey,
of the offense.
all these guys, and it just it's gotten better. And
That's about a 20-foot jump
Jeremiah
right
Smith
there.
is the best of all of them. I get all that, but I don't think there's ever going to be a time moving forward where we're not going to have NFL receivers, no matter who's the receiver coach.
Well, you're seeing one of the main differences between these two teams.
You go back to the 90s, you had Terry Glenn and Joey Galloway, David Boston, Chris Carter before them.
First in their last offensive play, he was sacked.
We're going to be all right. Speaking of Brian Hartline, I think Brian Hartline should wait for the Florida State job to open. That's what I would suggest. That would be my pick for Brian Hartline. Him at Florida State would be really good combination, I think. In the ACC, in Florida for recruiting, I think he would kill it.
Vincent Smith performance. It must be that there's something physically ailing him over there. Roy Roundtree the catch got enough for
Man,
the first down before all season.
There's so many Buckeye hats around the wall all the time with this defense.
Vincent Smith lost the football.
Fumble. Got it. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Well coached, well executing, just a really solid defense that just knows how to play.
Good tackle. Michigan's done a nice job stopping the Pryor run.
Here we go.
On cue, here he goes. Out of bounds at the
Chilling.
38-yard line. An amazing comeback yesterday by Auburn. Pryor will throw it away. 2nd and 10, 1 minute to go in the half. 3-man rush, and the pass is deflected, but Greg Banks is one of them.
A little too casual there from TP.
Pryor steps into a throw, has his man, Devere Posey, down to the Michigan 22.
Backs and backs against your 7 defensive backs. That's what this looks like.
No rush. None whatsoever. Pryor throws short. Stoneburner out of bounds. He's in the gun. 5 receivers, 4 of them are to the right. The throw came to the left to Posey.
And with the stanky leg, what?
That's one of the best running backs, as you say, and one of the best receivers in the country with which to work. Pryor on 1st and 10. Throws short. Brandon Sane. Pryor, look out from behind. He's tripped up and sacked.
You hate when super athletic quarterbacks try to stand back there and like be a pocket passer. That's just a bad ball. There was some ugly throws from TP back. Like he wasn't the prolific passer that she would have liked him to be. But man, was he a crazy athlete.
Halftime, Ohio State leads 24-7. Let's go to John Saunders and Jesse Palmer in our New York studios. The Capital One halftime report.
Put the ball on the ground and killed him.
Drew Basil kicks off for Ohio State to get the second half started. Drew Dillio for Michigan. Still Tate Forcier at quarterback. He came in late in the half when
I didn't even notice that. Ooh, bad. I should have noticed that. I do remember actually now that Denard got benched. Tate Forcier wasn't even better. I think that's like the only memorable moment I have of Tate Forcier, to be quite honest with you.
Michigan turnovers today. Pryor on the design rollout.
Nice ball there.
Posey across midfield. Tackled by James Rogers with the
this is turned into a very sloppy game.
Comes up with the first turnover committed by Ohio State today.
Well, that's not true because Terrelle Pryor threw an interception. Like
the receiver's knee was down.
Oh!
The ball was out. The Ohio State ball, 1st and 10.
Well, that's cool.
So
things you like to see.
Second half. Michigan's already turned it over. Ohio State nearly did. Pryor is going to run. Boom Heron, 1 yard gain. Field he had a bad knee. They had to let him go. He had knee surgery, came back and tried out again and made the team. Good catch by Sane, who's become more and more of a target.
Dumping it down underneath.
There it goes.
Heron into the second.
Boom.
Heron into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah. They really are beating their ass. Might end this one a little earlier. Oh, there's a flag. What's the flag for?
There's a flag down in the end zone.
Is this a celebration flag?
After the touchdown, unsportsmanlike.
What a loser. What a loser flag that was.
For giving a sign to the crowd. That 15-yard penalty will be administered on the kickoff.
Look at Jim. Jim was heated. Heated.
The touchdown goes for
Never really saw Jim get that upset.
Barkley, the extra point. It's 31-7 Ohio State. Moving nearer to their 6th consecutive Big Ten title. 12:25 to go in the third quarter. So why didn't they throw the flag on that one too? Maybe they didn't see it. They kick off.
Boom.
From the 15-yard line.
Yeah, special teams under Jim Tressel was so good.
Today, but not Ohio State.
So good.
Michigan State, better job of catching the ball. Forcier back on the sideline after throwing an interception. Robinson, good job behind the line of scrimmage. That's a very good question. I think it's kind of silly myself. I think Matt agrees with that as well. Darryl Stoneham to catch first down.
I feel like Denard either threw a great ball or it was just nowhere near where it needed to be.
Any reason to jump them, particularly Michael Shaw dropped for a loss.
And that is the frustrating part for the Buckeyes.
And they were number 1 in the country when they went to Madison and lost. Robinson fake one-way
Ooh,
throws.
what a play.
It's incomplete.
Getting a little frisky down there.
3rd down and 12. Robinson on the roll. Throws.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, those are good balls. Oh, that was a good ball. You just dropped it.
Yards. He's the backup. Just a much better effort.
Get in the end zone.
And it stops dead at the 2-yard line. Ohio State backed up to its own 2-yard line. 1st and 10. Boom Heron.
Go, Boom. Go, Boom.
Broke a tackle. Trying to go 98. He will do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown.
Look at the receiver blocking. Boom Heron going 98 to the crib, though. Oh, and a flag. Of course there's a flag.
Number 12.
Boo.
10-yard penalty. Spot the foul. Still, 1st and 10.
Boo this
They
man.
had a remarkable job. Look down the field from the 50 on in. He's pushing.
They're both pushing. What a weak foul.
Well, the flag was at the 9.
What?
So I guess there's the hold. Wow.
Who's holding who there?
Yeah.
What a terrible call. Absolutely terrible call. Would have been a moment.
So instead, it's an 89.
Probably would have been the longest touchdown run in Ohio State, Michigan history. Taken away by a stupid penalty. Cuff.
Pryor throws it away.
See, like, why throw it away there? Just take off and run. You're the best athlete on the field. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Throw it quickly with the rush coming. And
Man, what a bad penalty that was. Ruining a moment.
It is good for the former professional soccer player, 27 years old now. 34-7.
This is back before 17 red shirts and gray shirts, and where you can have 27-year-olds in college football.
Importantly for Jim Tressel, on their way to their 6th consecutive Big Ten title, which would tie their own record set back from 1972 to 77.
Still hitting. Still popping pads.
Same since he's got into coaching.
Oh, jeez.
Ohio State.
Trouble behind the line right from the get-go for Robinson. He's dropped for a loss by Brian Roll, and now I
They're
video
offsetting
today.
fouls on the play. Personal foul, 77.
Shocking.
Offense, personal foul, 97. Defense.
Taylor Lewan.
Or unnecessary roughness.
Shitbag.
Those will offset. And the down will be 3.
The down will be 3? Where do these referees come from? Oh, look at Cam get in there. Oh!
Has to get to the 30 for a first down. He will not run up.
Are traits that you don't find very easily.
There's Brookhuizen again, the stand-in punter, and it's another Shanker off to the right.
Shanks. How do you do that as a punter? Like, you punt every day, and you, like, can't kick it off the side of your foot?
About the future of Rich Rodriguez.
There, when he got here, what has he brought in? And how much further do you have to be able to go?
Bro, just run, dog. Thank you.
Couldn't find a receiver.
There we go. There we go. Look at him. Casual. Just so casual.
Put together people who can, can score points and do some things. But defensively, what he really lacks.
Big-time quality talent, as there usually is at Michigan. But this is year 3 now, and the defense is not getting better. It's just a return back to his alma mater and become the head football coach and get back to playing a style that many Michigan fans prefer.
And let him continue what he started with.
Yeah, I think what they're talking about is just like the how far away Rich Rod took that Michigan program from where they were and who they were as a program, the culture.
His decision-making process.
He just wasn't. He just didn't do it. The Michigan way. Wasn't necessarily a Michigan man, whatever the hell that means now. And I think if Rich Rod would have never left West Virginia, I think West Virginia would be a perennial playoff contender. He had that place rocking, and he had it going. I think he would have adapted well to, he was ahead of his time. Running quarterback and the way that they played. Rich Rod had it going really good there in West Virginia. And sometimes I think that's kind of why I wonder, like, I know Ole Miss has its limitations, self-imposed limitations with staffing, with money pool and the staffing. But, I do wonder if Lane Kiffin should be thinking about staying, just because at LSU they have too many cooks in the kitchen, in my opinion. Florida probably is definitely in that realm of like could be a great job, but again, it's it's a job that's proven to be tough. I don't know if Billy Napier just did a really, really bad job. But it seems like to me that Lane should be looking at potential. If I was Lane, I would really think hard about leaving, considering how I have it going. The process that they take, it seems to be working. But at the same time, also, Lane Kiffin lost 3 games with like a lot of NFL players last year, and he's about to get a massive, massive contract for a guy that has historically underachieved. This year is the first year he's kind of finally figured it out. And I just wonder if he leaves and goes somewhere else and has to restart, what does it look like after a restart? So, it's always is the grass greener? And, sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. I don't think I would. If I was Lane, I would leave for Florida. I would not leave
tickets for a friend's birthday, but I don't want to spend too much money.
Well, we have deals for a feature that helps you find the best.
I would not leave for LSU. I would take the Florida. If I was going to leave, I would take the Florida job.
On its way to victory over Michigan for the 7th year in a row, and on their way to a Big Ten title. for the 6th straight year, which would match their own conference record. From the longest pass play in school history was 86 yards, so that 98-yarder would have been the longest play from scrimmage by far.
Man, he was good.
Not been for the kind of iffy holding penalty called him.
Not the biggest guy, but tough runner.
His career best is 190 against Penn State 2 weeks ago.
Hit the whole breakout.
Is off the pile and gets thrown ahead by Mike Martin. They played a pretty solid. What would you say?
Man, this Michigan team was bad.
He's going to be 0-3.
I remember us winning this game comfortably. I just didn't realize it was so
Jim Tressel is
one-sided.
far away the winningest Ohio State coach against Michigan. He's going to be 9-1 when this one is over, barring a dramatic turn of events. And another
9-1, Jim Tressel.
And then Nevada kicked a field goal to win in overtime. An instant classic last night in Reno. And congratulations to Kris Alt and his terrific team. Wolverines ball at their own 26. Tate Forcier continues at quarterback. Throws a good pass on a slant for a first down. Even if Boise State.
What is this dude jumping over the pile like that for?
Didn't deserve to play in the national championship game. Murderers row every week for these schools. Michigan going hurry up and Forcier run to be in the big ball game.
Throwing some good balls here.
Makes the catch.
I don't know if he played in 2011. I sort of blocked that whole season out of my memory bank. You know, with the sanctions and the tattoo gate and whatnot, I've sort of just erased that season from my memory entirely. Most Ohio State fans have done.
Their advantage you have being in these conferences.
Oh, how did they only score? They didn't score when they got down here because the final was 37-7. What do they do to not score?
Gerald Toussaint down to the goal line. Nobody said they weren't worthy of playing for the national championship in basketball.
Oh.
In trouble, and he's down back at the 5. Forcier throws incomplete. 11th play of the drive.
Oh, they just went for it. Nothing. Nothing. All right, I think we get the point here. This was a good game. You know, it was a game that Ohio State did what they were supposed to do. The jerseys were fire. It was Jim Tressel's last game. Unknowingly, it was his last game in the rivalry. Terrelle Pryor was a freak. All those things. So, again, we're going to keep pumping these out if you guys, as long as you guys continue to like them. Like, comment, subscribe, and go Bucks. Beat the team up north. Fuck Michigan.